Hello folks, this is Lee with Coffee House Forge. This is really not going to be so much of a forging video as it is just going to be a big thank you video. Recently I went through a really bad medical crisis. I've been forging knives, working on building my business up, getting some sales going through Etsy and eBay. I appreciate everybody bought from me. Opened up a YouTube channel and put out a how I do things video, not a how to video, because I'm not an expert. I'm learning. This is just how I do things, and I've had good response. I appreciate everybody who's gone to my channel, the Coffee House Forge, and took a look at it. The reason I want to make this little short video to stick out there on YouTube is I got really sick back on January 31st. I was rushed to the hospital, pretty much on death's door, to be quite honest with you. I was in liver failure, congestive heart failure, had severe pancreatitis, brought on by all damn things, a gallstone. By the time they got me there, basically I had to go on a respirator just for a very short time, but they had to do a couple procedures, start pumping a bunch of medicines into me. 3 days in ICU, 25 days in the hospital. I went from having severely decent arms and shoulders from swinging those hammers. I was 268 pounds down to a whopping 218 pounds where I am today. Once I got home, I still had home health care. I was being fed through a PICC line, for those of you who's ever been there, with TPN, which is nutrients to keep me going. And I didn't eat my first solid meal until 2 days before I had my gallbladder taken out, which was actually just 2 weeks ago. I'm doing fine, I'm doing wonderful, but the reason I want to make this video is the outreach and support I received from two communities in particular that I kind of shared my story with. Blacksmiths for Beginners. I had over 180 reactions to my post, and probably somewhere close to 100 well wishes, blessings, and positive energy sent my way. And the same thing on Bladesmith for Beginners. Same reaction. Everybody, just an outpouring of support and best wishes, and I hope you get there, and some folks who shared their stories with me. And that confirmed to me what a wonderful group the blacksmith, bladesmith community is. I know sometimes we bicker with each other online about galvanized versus non-galvanized, heat treating water versus oil, junk metal versus known metal. I mean, all these great things that we like to get into it with, But when it comes down to it, I think blacksmiths have the biggest hearts. There's a few guys out there that I really want to thank, and forgive me as I look down here, just so I gotta make sure I have their names. I'm not going to list their full name, but they know who they are and they know who I'm talking about. I don't want to embarrass them, but I definitely want to make sure that they know that I appreciate everything they've done. One of them, of course, has to be Quentin. Quentin from Oklahoma. You've been a great guy. You've almost been a mentor to me. All the information that you've given me, all the help you've given me, I truly appreciate it. I just met a great guy named Thomas. I believe he's out of Maine up north. Just got his butt froze off at that northeaster that came up there. Out of the goodness of his heart, he sent me down railroad spikes, and didn't want nothing in return. And Thomas, I appreciate that. And I've got something I'm going to be sending back up your way as a thank you. Chris from right here in Kentucky. We've been talking a lot back and forth. We're almost neighbors. We're going to get together. We're going to build a forge. I want to thank you. Levi from Montana, another person that I've met through the internet. Goodness of his heart, just mailed me down some antlers for some Montana whitetail up there. Give me the opportunity to add to my collection so I can work on some more knives and stuff. Same thing, I got a little bit of something I'm sending up to him as a thank you. Again, they didn't ask for this stuff. They just offered it and they sent it. And that's what I'm finding out the community is all about. Those are just a few of the names. I mean, a very few of the names of all the people that has helped support me. And I think we've supported everybody. We've done the raffles and we've done the anvils and the hammers to help other blacksmiths. And I just wanted to put out to YouTube a big thank you for everything that you guys do to help each other, and the fact that we continue to help each other. That's all I wanted to say. It's going to be a while before I can get back on the forge. I literally have no biceps left. I mean, I don't know how long I can even swing a hammer, but I'm going to try, okay? I'm going to start off light. I'm going to make some micarta handles because I've never made micarta. I'm going full respirators. I'm going eye protection. Guys, I stepped up my safety stuff so much it's unreal, because of the fact this little incident showed me how fragile our lives really are. I'm not a safety Nazi. If you've seen some of my videos, you'll see me grinding without a respirator on. You'll see me running, doing stuff maybe where I should have gloves. I haven't had gloves. Luckily, I still got these all working. But no more. Full face mask is in the mail. It's coming right now. One of the Bionic Unix face shields is coming, along with a Respo breather. So, because of course this doesn't want to use a respirator. But I'm going to take care of myself because I got family to take care of. So safety, guys. Everybody has your own personal choices. I think it's up to you to decide what's important. But, let's take care of ourselves. Let's keep taking care of each other. One thing one thing I got to say though, went to the flea market today, feeling pretty good. Look what I picked up. $5. Is that a beautiful rasp or what? That's rasp number 1. Rasp number 2. And because of the type of work I do, a nice little small chisel. It's been a total of $11. But that's going to give me the opportunity to make some metal. I was able to pick up a set of car springs off of a 92 4Runner, the front springs. That's going to give me some metal to make some punches with and stuff. I'm not giving up, guys. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep pushing. I got to say thank you. My 2 sons. All right, I had to pull back together there for a minute. But I want to say thank you to my 2 sons while I was in the hospital to keep my little business going. They were at the forge. And I called them my sonsmiths, and we're all learning together, But they were out here. I sell Etsy.com. I've got a store on there. I had orders coming in. I didn't want to disappoint. So they came up to the forge, and they completed 6 or 8 orders and got them in the mail while I was in the hospital. Family. Taking care of family. Okay, enough of that. I had to say a big thank you to my wife, too, for at the hospital every day taking care of me. And even once I got back home, taking care of me. But you got the family that is you're born and bred, your sons, your daughters, your parents. They're there to support you. But blacksmiths, you're a family too. And all I gotta say is my heart goes out to you. My hat, if I had one on, goes out to you. And we're going to keep smithing, and we're going to keep growing as a community. And that's really all this. That's all this little short YouTube was about. Was me saying thank you.